I failed my first assignment so hard. Yeah, I remember. How was your first year of university?
Um, First year of university was a bit tough, not gonna lie. It was a pretty big transition, like going from high school to university. Made me realize that studying is actually a skill you develop over time. I think in high school I never had the opportunity to learn that. It was always, at least for me, and alhamdulillah for that, it was always pretty easy. So I didn't like sit down and like study for hours for exams. Like it was okay and I got pretty good grades. But going to university, I definitely, had to spend like hours studying. That's like a skill you develop over time.
I failed my first assignment so hard. Remember, like I had been coasting at school, and then the moment I got to university, I realized that there's a way of writing that was expected of us in like the first course, and it was like the psychology of education. Like that was the module that we were focusing on, and I had to write this essay on, I don't know, these like educational psychologists, and I think I just completely misunderstood like what academic writing was going to be about, and like how you go about like citing sources properly and like doing your references. But it was a real shock to the system, I think,
No,
in
I
that respect.
remember I had like exactly the same experience. And I think that's like probably in university, probably in first year. I don't know if it was the same for you, but that's really when you, at least when I learned how to first deal with like that type of failure. I never really experienced that before.
Yeah, I mean, I think that one of the ways, I don't know, maybe it's a cultural thing in our communities, it's something in our families, but we put so much pressure on ourselves to like always succeed that the moment you encounter failure, it becomes like incredibly debilitating, and you don't know exactly like how to process that, and like what is it, like because effectively what we end up doing is we attach so much of our self-worth to our academic performance, and so with you can be a good person, but if you're not performing academically, it's like you feel the sense of like, oh, I'm a bit deficient. And in contrast, like somebody can be like really brilliant academically, but the way that they treat people is like really lacking. But it took me a long time to get to that point of realizing that I'm not my marks, I'm not my grades. I'm a human being outside of the academic context, and there's more to me than how I'm performing at school and university. But it's just to say that like, again, we are not our grades. Academia is a part of our lives, but it's not like the full sum total of our experiences.